Marlon, how difficult is this?
At the minute, I don't know how, but I feel worse than what I did last, in the final last time. I'm gutted. I feel like I've let everyone down, and it's hard one to take at the minute. That's it really.
Well, I can reassure you that all of the listeners on BBC Radio Gloucestershire were very supportive of you. You had the bottle to step up and take the penalty, and there were still 75 minutes to go, even when the goalkeeper saved it.
Yeah, I know. But that's I've scored 3 this year, and I was umming and I wanted to change my mind, but I kind of stuck to my guns, and the keeper's brought off a save.
It was a good save, to be fair.
Yeah, I know we had other chances, but I think I was always going to feel this way, and I apologise for just walking off the pitch and not clapping anyone, but the way I was feeling, I just had to try and get in the dressing room, to be honest.
But over the context of 90 minutes, I mean, there were lots of other chances, weren't there? And it just wasn't the team's day.
Yeah, it's disappointing. Thursday's performance, but today, I think some of the lads are excellent. The keeper's pulled off some very good saves, and it just went to be our day. Unfortunately, that happens in football.
But it was a much better performance than Thursday.
Yeah, it was. We have been good at home this year, and we've been getting the results. And when we've had to, rely on one, today we couldn't quite get there. But like I said, that is football sometimes, and I love the sport, but right now at the minute it's a ruthless one. That's all the lads are feeling, but as I'm feeling, especially.
And over the context of the season, in the end, the problem was, remarkably enough, given the players in the squad, that probably not enough goals were scored. Yeah,
that was it. But obviously today it was not as if we didn't have any chances. But that's probably been, the reason why we haven't got promoted automatically, and why we've had to rely on the playoffs is, we haven't, finished teams off or scored enough goals to, to do that, and you've got to do that in this league. It just went to be our year.
Can you put your finger on why there weren't enough goals scored?
I think in some of the games we weren't creating enough chances. It's a lot to ask. Especially the formation we played for a lot of the season was predominantly one up front. You're asking for a lot of one front man, and if you're not giving him the chances, then he's got a lot of work to do out there on his own.
Clearly a difficult question, Marlon, but if this is to be your last time playing for Cheltenham Town, what memories will you leave of the club?
I've had a great 2 seasons. It's not the way I would have liked to finish. I am distraught. So it's going to take me a while to get over this. But I know hopefully I can use it.
Fans hugely supportive on the text lines. Message for them?
I just want to thank everyone for the time I've been here. It's been a great experience, for my life. I said in an interview before, I've grown up here. As a footballer, as a player, I've matured, and it will be a time that will always be close to my heart. Throughout my career. So the fans have been great to me since day one, and I can't thank them enough for that.
Well, thanks for all you've done for the club, and good luck.
Thank you.
Marlon, one of the first things the manager said was that nobody was going to blame you for anything tonight. And was he in there trying to pick you up? Can you take what he said to you on board?
Trying to. All the lads are trying to, but at the minute it's a big down for me in football, personally, but I've got to try and come back from this. I'm only going to learn from this experience. That's how I've got to try and think. But right now, like I said, the lads have been great. The gaffer's been great to me, but it's pretty tough at the minute. Yeah.
Yeah, you scored 3 away, haven't you? 3 away penalties, all successfully. Is that the first one you've had here in the league this season?
Like I said, I have been umming and ahhing whether to change my mind, but if I changed it and I missed it, it's ifs all the time. I should have scored and I didn't. So, like I said, keeper's made a save, and that's what he's there for. Not much more to say, to be honest.
I think when disappointment goes, you'll look back on a decent second half of the season, personally, because the manager's also said he thinks you've been the best player since the Swindon move fell through.
Yeah, no, possibly. Like I said, it's going to take a while, but I'm going to have to try and pick myself up, and I'm going to have to look at my spell here. Through 2 years, it's been a great one, but like you said, right now I'm not thinking about anything else, to be honest.
Yeah, you said the way Swindon dealt with it was a disgrace. Mark Yates has just said that, and that was difficult to deal with mentally for you, wasn't it? But you came through that very strongly.
Yeah, it's. I'm not going to lie. It's been a tough year for me. I've tried to do as well as I can, and I've always tried to do that in the Cheltenham shirt, and that's all I can do. I've gave 100% every single game that I played for Cheltenham in, and it's been a tough season for me. But I keep saying it, but football's not an easy game sometimes, and you've got to sometimes experience the lows there, get back up. Yeah,
it's not ended how you wanted, but you think back to Barnet away, substitute appearance, and you've come a long way since then, haven't you?
Yeah, I have. Like I said, it's been a big part of my life. I signed when I was 19, and I'm 22 now. So, like I said, I've matured and more than I could imagine. As a footballer, and I've grown up a lot outside of football as well. And I think that has a lot to do with being a Cheltenham player. So, all I can do is thank everyone at the club. The gaffers, supported me from day one. He's been a real help. Getting me where I am today. So.
Yeah, I know if you'd stayed at Portsmouth, the way things have worked out there, you probably would have ended up playing. But coming out and playing week in, week out's got to be better for a young player than sort of sitting in the reserves or on the fringes, isn't it? So, are you pleased that you made that decision to drop down a couple of divisions?
Yeah, 100%. It's been the correct decision for me. I advise any young player that's not getting any games to go out on loan and experience it, because you can't beat that feeling. And as soon as I came to this club on loan, there's only one place that once I knew that I didn't have a future at Portsmouth, there's only one place I really wanted to come to, and like I said, the whole staff, the boys. I know I'm only young, but I think I find it hard to beat the bunch of lads we've got in that dressing room. We've got some real good close friends in there that I'll always be close to for the rest of my career. And like I said, the fans have been top notch to me, and I can't thank them enough, really. They got really behind us today, and unfortunately we couldn't give them the result that we all wanted.
Yeah, thanks very much for doing it, Marlon.
Thanks a lot.
Cheers.